They say blood is thicker than water. But sometimes, blood is the first to betray you. This is not just a story about money. This is a story about trust, broken by the very people who should have protected it. This is the story of a cousin who stole an inheritance, and how karma made sure they paid for every single lie. After his parents died unexpectedly, young Daniel's world collapsed overnight. The house felt empty, the silence was unbearable, and the pain of loss was still fresh in his heart. All his parents left behind was a piece of family land, and a small inheritance meant to secure his future. It wasn't much, but it was everything they worked for, everything they hoped would protect their son. Daniel was still grieving, still confused, still trying to understand life without his parents. And most of all, he was still trusting. Trusting the family members, who promised to guide him. Trusting the people, who said they would never let him fall. That's when his cousin, Mark, stepped forward. Mark spoke calmly. He sounded confident. He looked sincere. He said, "Don't worry. I'll handle everything for you. You can focus on healing." Daniel felt relieved. Why wouldn't he trust him? They grew up together, shared meals at the same table, laughed as children, shared secrets only family would know. To Daniel, Mark wasn't just a cousin, he was family. But behind closed doors, Mark was planning something evil. Something selfish, something unforgivable. Mark began forging signatures. He altered legal documents, changed names, moved numbers. And without Daniel ever knowing, he sold the family land and emptied the inheritance accounts. Every signature was a lie. Every paper was betrayal in ink. Whenever Daniel asked questions, Mark smiled calmly. He said, "Everything is fine. Trust me." And Daniel did. Because trust doesn't suspect family. Trust doesn't imagine betrayal. Months passed. Then one day, Daniel discovered the truth. The land was gone. The money was gone. And his cousin was suddenly living a luxury life. A brand new car, a beautiful house, expensive clothes, endless parties. While Daniel struggled just to survive. Daniel confronted him. He demanded answers. Mark didn't apologize. He laughed. And then he said something Daniel would never forget. "You should have been smarter." That night, Daniel went to bed hungry. Not because there was no food, but because betrayal hurts deeper than poverty. It eats your heart. It steals your peace. It makes you question everyone. Years passed. Daniel stayed quiet, but life has a way of balancing itself. Mark grew careless. One lie led to another. One forged paper contradicted the next. Until one document didn't match. A lawyer noticed. Questions were asked. Files were checked. An investigation began. And the truth could no longer hide. The court uncovered everything. Forgery, fraud, theft. Every lie documented. Every crime exposed. Mark lost the house, lost the car, lost the lifestyle he stole. And in the end, he was taken away in handcuffs. The same hands that forged signatures now trembled with regret. Daniel received his inheritance back. But more importantly, he regained his dignity. His peace, his strength, his faith in justice. Remember this lesson. What you steal in secret, karma collects in public. Karma never forgets. Karma never loses an address. If you want more powerful stories like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.